Hi everyone, welcome to the next section of this video. In this video we're going to look at how to change the kernel module parameter with the Boolean. Alright, so in the previous video we've looked at the kernel module parameter for CD-ROM, and this is the parameter that we want to change the Boolean value for, this one here. And you should know that changing a kernel module parameter is very important. Sometimes you should know how to do that, because you may have some issues on your system, and the only solution sometimes may be to tune the kernel by changing the kernel module parameter. Alright, so for example, to change the kernel module parameter, the Boolean value for this parameter, to 1, if we change this to 1, it means that CD-ROM should always do auto eject. If the Boolean value is 0, it means that CD-ROM shouldn't do auto eject. Alright, so to make CD-ROM do auto eject for this particular module, you use the command mode probe, alright, followed by the kernel module, which is the CD-ROM, then followed by the parameter, which is auto eject, then followed by the Boolean value. So this time around the Boolean value would be 1, alright, and we can use the enter key. Similarly, to set the value to be 0, alright, just do this and the value will be 0. So to check the current Boolean value, you use the, let's cut the command sysdev CD-ROM auto eject. Alright, so you can see the value to be 0. But you should also know that if you do this, it will not make the settings persistent. Alright, when you reboot the system, these settings would go. So to make the settings persistent, you will need to create a configuration file for the parameter you want to change in any of the mode probe configuration directory. Alright, so the mode probe configuration directories are, we have the lib mode probe did, mode probe .d. Alright, we also have the etc mode probe.d, and we have the run mode probe.d. Alright, so you can verify that in the man page for mode probe, man 5 mode probe.d. Alright, so you can see the configuration files for mode probe. The lib mode probe.d directory contains the default settings for the kernel modules. As such, is not the best practice to modify the kernel module in that directory. The best practice is to create a configuration file in the etc mode probe.d directory, which is what we're going to do right now. So let's unload the module. Alright, mode probe CD-ROM is in use. Alright, so I don't want to restart the system. I'm just going to create the configuration file for the parameter, which is going to be in etc mode probe .d. Alright, then I'm going to call this cd-rom.conf. I'm going to use the options CD-ROM auto eject equals 1. Alright, and I'm just going to save the file. So now I'm going to reboot the system. Sometimes for some modules it may be difficult to verify the parameter has changed without rebooting the system. but generally you can find a loaded module parameter information in the sys module directory. Alright, so if I do, let me just do cd to sys module directory. Okay, and I do ls. Oh, there are a lot here. Okay, so I can do cd. For the cd-rom module, the parameters are in the directory proc sys dev. Yeah, cd-rom. Alright, so I can see the parameters there, so I can just cut for auto eject. Alright, so this is the parameter for auto eject. Okay, so I'm going to reboot the system, and by the time the system comes up, the parameter should have changed to 1. For some modules, the loaded parameter can be found in sys module. Alright, so that was why I went to sys module first, and why some it can be found in the proc sys dev. Alright, so thank you for watching, and please subscribe to this channel, and bye for now.